Once upon a time, in a remote village nestled between towering mountains, there was a legend of a giant monster man known as Gorthok. Gorthok stood over 10 feet tall, with muscles as solid as stone and eyes that glowed like burning embers. His immense power had kept the surrounding villages in fear for centuries, as he was known to crush anything that dared oppose him. Despite this, the villagers whispered tales of an ancient prophecy, claiming that a small boy would one day face Gorthok and end his reign of terror. The boy, known as Aiden, was no ordinary child. He was frail and small for his age, yet he possessed a courage that was unmatched. Aiden had trained in secret, learning from ancient texts and stories passed down by the village elders. These teachings were not of physical strength, but of cleverness, patience, and resilience. When he turned 12, Aiden decided it was time to confront Gorthok, despite the villagers pleading with him not to go. Armed with nothing but a wooden staff and his wits, Aiden ventured into the forest, where Gorthok resided. As the ground trembled under the weight of the monster's steps, Aiden stood his ground. Gorthok, amused by the sight of such a small opponent, laughed, a deep, thunderous sound that shook the trees around them. "You think you can defeat me, little boy?" Gorthok bellowed, his voice echoing through the mountains. Aiden didn't flinch. He had a plan, one that required quick thinking and precision. The battle began, and Gorthok's enormous fists slammed into the earth, creating craters with each blow. Aiden darted around, barely avoiding the crushing force of the giant's attacks. The villagers who had followed in secret watched in horror from afar, certain that Aiden's bravery would soon turn into a tragic tale. As the fight continued, Gorthok's strikes became more precise. He anticipated Aiden's movements and, with a final, devastating blow, caught the boy with a powerful strike. Aiden was thrown across the field, his body landing with a sickening thud. His wooden staff lay broken beside him. Gorthok loomed over Aiden, triumphant. The boy, now severely weakened, struggled to get up, his determination faltering. Gorthok grabbed Aiden by the collar and lifted him off the ground effortlessly. For a moment, their eyes met, and in that instant, Aiden realized the prophecy had been misunderstood. It wasn't a promise of victory, it was simply the tale of a boy's bravery to face the impossible. With a roar, Gorthok slammed Aiden to the ground, and the boy lay still. The villagers, heartbroken, returned to their homes, forever remembering the courage of Aiden, who had dared to challenge a monster far beyond his strength. Gorthok remained undefeated, but from that day on, he no longer terrorized the villages, perhaps out of respect for the small boy who had fought him with everything he had.